it's episode 3 of 40 something and fabulous in London. I'm Inez Roberta and welcome to my crazy mad life. I'm here to share with you my travel, fitness, health and lifestyle tips and much more. But whatever age you're at, please do subscribe to my channel. There's something in it for everyone really. So look out for my weekly episodes. They're going to be every Monday. And today we're going to be talking about my fabulous weekend away in Bulgaria. So we're going to be looking at how easy it is that when you're living in London or as any city in the UK to travel across Europe quite cheaply if you know how. So I'm going to be showing you where to go, what to do, what to see and some more tips along the way. And that is one of the benefits of living in London. So we're also going to be looking at my health tip of the week, and that will be at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. And that this week is going to be focusing on something quite topical at the moment, the coronavirus. But firstly, back by popular demand, one of my numerous bad first date experience of the 800 or so dates that I've been on in my time. This date was around 10 years ago. And I always have had a little bit of a penchant for men with hair. I say men with hair. I have nothing against men without hair. It's just my personal preference, so don't hate me on that one. But I did see a guy and he kind of caught my eye. He had very sort of luscious locks, looked a bit like Antonio Banderas. And we got chatting and he suggested we meet for a date. So I suggested a rooftop bar in central London and we met up, and he indeed had this wonderful flowing mane of hair and we were getting on very well. We were sitting outside. He wanted to sit inside and I thought, well, it's a really nice day. Why does he want to sit inside? And the wind got up a little bit and it got a little bit windy, and all of a sudden this gust of wind came out of nowhere and his wig flew across this rooftop bar, and I was absolutely gobsmacked. And he just calmly walked up, picked it up, put it back on his head and came and sat down. Now I have nothing against bald men, nothing at all, but please be honest guys, like as if you're not going to find this out. So, you know, one of the key things about internet dating is so many people on these sites do actually lie about one thing or another. Something like whether you have hair or not, I really think you need to be a little bit honest about that kind of thing. But the tip I have today on my dating stories is to do with what type of site you go on and what actually you're looking for. I mean, for me, I was always looking for a relationship. And some of the websites are typically not offering that. Your things like Tinder, Plenty of Fish, they tend to be more geared towards sort of maybe short-term relationships, maybe just a little bit of fun. But then I discovered Bumble. Now Bumble was quite a revolutionary thing for me because it was the woman that has to make the first move. And that I think is quite empowering, because I think so many times women are seen as desperate for writing to men on these dating sites. And this site you actually have to. So it was actually, in my opinion, it was a really good one. So that's my tip of the day. If you're looking for something a bit more serious, and I found that the quality of men on that site, and they were quite creative media. If you're into this kind of thing, it could be something for you. So check it out if you'd like to. But now we're going to move on to the main part of the program, which was my weekend in Bulgaria.
Everywhere you go in Sofia, you see lions. They play a huge part of the history of Bulgaria, and they are featured on the coat of arms. The motto of Bulgaria is "Unity makes strength." There are 2 lions in front of the courthouse, and that's the place where you meet for the excellent food walking tour, which starts every day at 11 AM and 2 PM. You can find out more about this at Guru Walk Sofia. The courthouse is situated on the famous Vitosha Boulevard. At one end is the splendid Palace of Culture, where plays and concerts are held, and behind it is the beautiful snow-capped Vitosha Mountain. It's only 10 kilometres from Sofia, so if you fancy a day skiing, it's the place to be. At the other end is the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, which is fantastic on both the outside and the inside, and definitely deserves a visit. We've come to have a look at the former Communist Party building, which stands in the centre of town in Sofia. Also here is the Sveta Sofia, which in English is Saint Sophia. It was erected in 2000 and stands on the spot where a statue of Lenin once stood. It is striking as it's part gold, and it's definitely worth a look. If you like second-hand shopping, Mania is located downstairs in the famous market hall. You can find all kinds of goodies, which you pay for by weight. It's well worth a visit.
To Haji Dragana Vitae, one of the best kept secrets in Sofia. Deep in the cellars here, we've just had the most fantastic traditional meal that I've ever had. We've had a brilliant selection of starters, red peppers, traditional cheese, loads and loads of nice zucchini. We've had chicken, we've had lamb, we've had pretty much half the menu. The prices are outstanding. You must come here. Come with me now, and I'm going to take you round to show you the live music that's playing, traditional music. And these guys with Alexander are going to play us some fantastic music. Listen to this. In Sofia at this underground private bar where you have to knock 3 times on the door. It's called Hambara, so I'm going to give it a try. Let's see if anybody answers. If I try again, does that mean I'm doing 6?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh my goodness, we're in! So we've just come into the elusive Hambara. It's the most incredible club in Sofia, and there's no electricity. It's all done by candlelight, which is why it's so dark in here. It's beautiful. You have to see it to believe it. The cocktails are amazing. The atmosphere is electric. This is the place to come in Sofia. I think we're in an art gallery. We're actually in the Hotel Anel in Sofia, Bulgaria. This hotel is amazing. It's literally 5 to 10 minute walk from everywhere. The trick is to book on booking.com, not to book direct with the hotel, because we only paid £135 for 2 nights per couple. That's including breakfast, which was fantastic. Follow me upstairs. Right. This place really is a work of art. Look at this fantastic sculpture, and every floor in the hotel and the reception had these amazing pictures drawn by local artists. It's almost like we're staying in a gallery. It's just beautiful. Look at the detail on some of these pictures. Really wonderful, and it just gives so much colour and vibrance to this wonderful hotel. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that little montage of Bulgaria and a wonderful capital, Sofia. Really was a magical time. So I'm going to finish off now with my health tip of the week, and with everyone talking about the coronavirus, I myself had a bit of a weird experience this morning. I say weird, it's probably quite general with everyone out there who's going through the same thing as myself. I went into about 8 different shops to try and find some hand sanitizer, and obviously everywhere has sold out. If you go onto Amazon, you're looking at £10 for a small bottle, and even then the date of arrival is about April. So I kind of did a little bit of research and thought, what can I do? The first thing I did was I looked in my cupboards and found these, which I bought some time ago. These are surface wipes that you can use to clean, but they also are antibacterial and kill 99% of germs, and only £1. So if you can find any of these in the supermarket, you can also use these to sanitize your hands. And the second tip is that I decided I was going to make my own hand sanitizer. So I looked at the ingredients, and they're pretty simple ingredients that you can actually pick up quite easily. I went to my local hardware store and I bought some alcohol, 99%. I mean, if you just use something like vodka, which was the kind of running joke with my friends yesterday, it's not going to be quite strong enough. So you want to get like your 99% alcohol. I sort of measured it in a cup, so I got some measuring equipment as well. I got a measuring cup, I got some spoons, I got an empty spray bottle, which I of course sprayed first on the inside to clean that. And you also need 3% hydrogen peroxide, which you can buy from hairdressing wholesalers. Just a very, very mild percent, so it's 3%, and some glycerin, funny ingredient, but I think it stops the dryness and makes it a little bit more, the consistency better, and some distilled water. So you need 1 cup of alcohol, the 99% one, you add a tablespoon of the 3% hydrogen peroxide, and 1 teaspoon of glycerin. Now the glycerin's quite thick, so you need a whisk, and you have to whisk it. And then you add 1/4 cup of water, the distilled water, 1 tablespoon of water, and then 1 teaspoon of distilled water. Those were the ingredients that I was given. And then I bought a bottle, and there I have it. So this is my own hand sanitizer that I've made myself. So it is possible that you can make your own hand sanitizer. Just make sure that you are using strong enough percentage of alcohol, because that's really important. But other than that, you need to just wash your hands, and this is what everyone's saying, is that it's funny now how something like washing your hands has become, everyone's so surprised about it. So stay safe and either make your own sanitizer, or see if you can find these great surface wipes, which are also really good as well. So next week's show, I'm going to be giving you a really huge tip on how you can sit in the front 3 rows of a short haul cheap flights without having to pay the high £20 premium for those front 3 row seats. So please stay tuned for that, and lots more. See you next week.